Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Coins Reaction Zone and another episode of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? So last episode was called Decoy for Dog Napper. Scooby watched a poodle being kidnapped and then they set up a sting operation by actually offering their services, which is the first time they've done this. The owner of the dog show champion and set up a sting to help out and to catch the bad guy, which was a witch doctor in a costume. And that ended up being the boss of the champion. Stole his dog to try to steal the competition, and then his dog would come out of hiding at the last moment to basically win the whole thing. So pretty scummy guy. But in that episode, which I rated a 5 out of 5, or a 5.5 out of 10. So statistics, we had some Scooby snacks eaten. The first time that Shaggy's ever stolen a Scooby snack. He's also on the list for the first time, and he liked it. He said it wasn't bad. And then Scooby ate some more snacks as well, bringing his total up to 9. Property damage in dollars is Fred at 200, Shaggy at $115,000 and $100, and Scooby at $2,015,250. Last episode, we only had one weird food item, which was ham slice connected to the rye bread, lettuce to boiled egg, mustard slapped on a salami slice, cheese to deviled ham. Kind of would be interested to see how that goes, since it's nothing like sweet or anything like that, so that might be relatively okay to eat. And like I said last episode, whenever I make all this food, I'm definitely going to do, like, for the big stuff, I'm going to only do like a club. I'm not going to do the whole thing because that feels like a waste of bread. Don't want to waste too much food. I hate it. This episode is going to be called What the Heck's Going On. It was released on October 18th, 1969, and it's the 6th episode of the first season. It was written by Ken Spears, Joe Ruby, and for the first time in 5 episodes, we have a new writer, Bill Lutz. Looking at it, his wiki, he's also written for Josie and the Pussycat, and he's also worked on the original 60s Addams Family TV series. Okay, so it looks like he's going to write for the rest of the season based off what I'm seeing. And then directed by Hanna-Barbera as always. I'm interested to see where this will go after the intro. This is the episode, as you can see right here, that has the main intro tagline of the house in it. Episode is very important for the show because this is where the main intro comes into play, where all the, I don't know, I guess chronological, like just where everything starts basically. So I feel like this is going to be like the first starting episode. And I looked at the bottom of the page, just not looking at culprits or anything like that because I want to stay surprised. This one was remade in Be Cool Scooby-Doo, which is an iteration way down the line that we'll be reacting to. But they remade this whole episode and also remade the intro with this house. So what I saw is that this house and then the Scooby in the shower bathtub scene is also going to be in this episode. So like 3 big moments from the intro are going to be in this episode. This is where a lot of the intro takes place. So I'm really curious to see how that'll go and how that'll fit into the story. So without further ado, I think we're just going to get right into it. Here we go. Okay, so bearded gentleman walking the graveyard.
Well, we're almost at the Weatherby estate, gang.
It sure is nice of Sharon to ask us up here for the weekend. There's so many groovy things to do.
Yeah, like swimming and eating and tennis and eating and riding and eating and eating and...
That's messed up. Eating his burger like that. They didn't mention what's in that burger though, so that's not what I'm going to add to make.
Like, wow, who'd do a kooky thing like that?
Gee, it's sure good to see all of you, but I hope this wasn't the wrong weekend for you to come up here.
Why's that, Sharon?
Well, the last few nights we've been hearing a lot of strange
Sharon.
voices.
And now it looks like my Uncle Stuart has vanished. Could it have been him that we saw going into that old...
And Uncle Stuart.
Look, someone's in the shadows. Uncle Stuart!
He's become an old man.
My gosh.
What happened, Stuart?
It started when a ghostly voice...
Feels like that's just makeup though.
I had to obey it. I went past the Kingston mausoleum and finally into the old mansion. And there is where I saw the ghost of Elias Kingston. The Weatherby fortune belongs to me, unless it is returned to this mansion before morning.
That's the same voice as Stuart.
Can suffer this terrible fate.
Because they literally cut to him talking to him. So he's obviously wearing makeup and the bad guy's obviously Stuart. I know I'm right.
That's strange. The phone's dead.
Why don't you go get
Of course it
Sharon,
is.
Mr. Weatherby?
Horror movie
We'll
style,
be here.
baby.
We'll keep an eye on Uncle Stuart until you get back.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
Sure. And just to make sure nothing else happens, we'll all take turns standing guard.
Okay, interesting. So did he record it on like a videotape or something beforehand? I assume so, just in case anybody realized. Oh my gosh, trumpet like.
What's the bugle call, Scooby?
That's funny. Oh, that's another shot in the intro. Nice to see. Other monsters have appeared behind that, not just Sharon. So I assume Sharon discovered that he was wearing makeup.
I guess not.
or just saw him being evil. I wonder why though. I wonder what his motivation is. Oh, here we go, the shower scene. That's two back to back. First time should be shown an actual dog tendencies and gone for a bone. There's a random bulldog here that looks like the bulldog from Looney Tunes. That's funny. I thought he just wanted the bone and now he's chasing after Scooby. He got the bone. Scooby gave it to him. The logistics of actually using that are pretty crazy. Dude, he just beat up that dog. That's just messed up.
And we haven't seen Sharon or her uncle either.
Hey, was Uncle Stuart wearing a blue suit? Then I think we found him. Only he looks a little older now.
Wow. I guess that ghost wasn't kidding.
Oh my gosh.
About as old as you can get.
First time they faked
Find
death.
another clue.
I found one.
First time a character's actually died in the show.
It's the ghost.
Okay, so going inside the graveyard. So maybe there's something there like buried treasure or something.
Yeah, he went into the mausoleum.
Who's Velma's fingerprint?
Looks kind of like a bunker
Just
too.
for prints.
Right, ready? I'll give it the old Sherlock Holmes touch.
Oh, nice reference, Sherlock
Them
Holmes.
fingerprints.
Not in my hand, silly. That door.
And first time Velma has a fingerprint kit. It's always funny to me because they always know it's not a ghost,
Okay, Scooby.
but they
Go in there and
still
sniff
make
around
the
that
joke of like, ghost wouldn't put us for fingerprints. It's like, obviously not, because you know it's not a ghost.
ghost. I'll give you one.
But it's also kind of nice since,
Or
I'll go.
oh my gosh, Shaggy ate 4. Holy crap. Shaggy's up to 5 now. And Scooby's only at 9.
I'll do anything for a Scooby snack. It's okay.
Already saying his word.
There's no ghost in
4
here.
Scooby snacks, man, for Shaggy.
There's something on that table.
That's a new record for both of
Might
them.
be a clue. It's the book on crystallonacy.
false.
Definitely wrote that down for his Scooby snacks.
That secret passage was a shortcut to the Weatherby estate. I wonder if it has anything to do with Sharon's disappearance.
Don't know.
Of course, there's another secret
We'll find answers
passage.
here at the Swami's place.
They always find secret passages, man.
If we take a look around.
I wonder what's in here. Daphne, not the storage closet.
Well, Daphne, you did it again.
Oh, making fun of Daphne again.
Like someone's coming.
That's messed up.
Oh,
Bringing in a lot of guest characters in this episode.
oh no, a customer, and she thinks Scooby's the Swami. Bonnie, I have something to ask you.
Good evening. Please be seated.
Oh, first time Shaggy's thrown his voice.
Oh, Swami, tell me, what do you see at the crystal ball?
Yeah, so he's a master impersonator
Your reflection.
and can throw his voice.
I see a tall, handsome man in your future. And you're dancing together cheek to cheek. Now he's whispering something to you.
He is. What is the dear boy saying?
Get off my foot.
Oh, enough of this. I want my palm read.
Yes, ma'am. You did say red.
How dare you?
Shaggy and Scoob have a good rapport,
Advice, and she didn't even pay us a dime.
knowing exactly how to go with him. I like that.
The end of the customers for a while.
Pretty good improv together.
Hey, look! The table's floating.
Zoinks! It's the Goonie Ghost.
You did not do as I said. Now
Oh, okay.
pay.
Pretty good effect right there. Not really sure how he's doing it. I know that there's definitely like
Here it comes again.
a line on that table to make it fly, but it's still pretty cool to
I
see
tried saucers, but this is silly.
in regulation.
We did.
Left the window open. That's a big mistake. You never leave the window open in a horror movie.
I'm not laughing.
Blinded him to
Man, this flew like it was jet propelled.
You mean like fan propelled? See? A fan-type motor underneath gave it the power.
Oh, a fan, okay. That's easy.
I'm away.
Then,
That must be a pretty powerful fan to move that giant table.
a professional makeup kit.
And what's
Yep, easy peasy. Knew it was
that?
makeup.
It looks like a TV camera.
You're right, Shaggy.
Yeah, it's a miniature TV camera. Hey, smile, Scooby.
That's how the ghost got on the crystal ball. Closed circuit TV. See, Scooby?
Okay.
That's how you look on TV.
So is it like a TV screen?
What a ham.
Well, we got a lot of
Okay,
clues.
interesting.
But we do?
She's right. Enough clues to turn the tables on that ghost. Now here's what we're gonna do.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Just have a treasure chest on Scooby's back.
Ah, good. Stay until I see with my own eyes.
I like that's the first time they've really had a big talking with the bad guy, since it just sounds like a regular dude. Like there's no like ghostly kind of like voice besides the window scene.
Scooby, I hope the ghost
So it's
doesn't
pretty
find us.
interesting. Oh, that's messed up.
Perfecto. I got my shoes. Now let's join the game.
All set, Shaggy?
Yeah, let's go.
He's in the house.
Turn on the projector.
Stop, or I'll mummify you.
Oh, that's quick. That's nice. They immediately figured out how it worked. That's pretty cool.
This place is really haunted.
Now watch what he does.
This place is really haunted. That's funny.
Oh no!
He's a good bad guy. I like him.
It's working, Sharon.
He's going into the secret room where it had me tied
They
up.
immediately found Sharon.
Sharon, I still have you, and the fortune shall yet be mine. How did that get here? Let me out of here.
That's funny. I like this
Here he
episode.
comes.
Golly, he's running like a ghost was after him.
Now, throw it. Bombs away.
Easy peasy. Nice job, boys and
I
girls.
guess that about wraps up the ghost story.
Yep, Uncle Stuart, for sure.
Mr. Weatherby,
But, yeah.
this ghost really doesn't need any introduction. As soon as we clean him up, I'm sure you'll recognize him.
Uncle Stuart!
Like in person.
He thought he could scare you into giving up the family fortune.
That ghostly wailing was only a recording, and by a clever use of makeup, he made himself look old. When I came
Easy
downstairs
peasy.
to investigate a noise, I saw Uncle Stuart's wig blow off. I knew he wasn't old.
So he had to take you prisoner.
But where does the Swanee come
The
in?
wig blew
What
off,
better way for a
okay.
swindler to disappear? Uncle Stuart, why did you do it?
Well, I guess he can explain it to the sheriff when he gets here. I bet you kids are starving.
Groovy!
Zoinks, that's for me. Hey, what's this?
Oh, that's messed up.
Scooby-Doo was here.
And it's in the same text as the actual show. I like that. Alright, and that was Scooby-Doo, What the Heck's Going On? So, pretty good episode. That one was pretty funny. I liked it a lot. And we actually have the most guest characters we've had in the entire show so far. No weird food for this episode, but we did have Shaggy eating 4 snacks, which was an all-time high. Wrote that down for sure, of 4 snacks in episode 6 by Shaggy, bringing his total up to 5, and Scooby's at currently 9. No property damage in this episode, and no weird food, so pretty good overall. Like, they stayed in control. Legitimately pretty interesting to see. So I think I'm going to rate this episode a 7 out of 10. Our first 7, our closest was A Clue for Scooby-Doo, which I got a 6.5, but 7 I think is good, which brings our average score right now up to a 6. So definitely a fun one. And Uncle Stuart, that one was a pretty obvious bad guy with like makeup and stuff, but still really cool how they went around it, and like the funny moments. The Sharon thing was really brushed over. So the Weatherby estate, Uncle Stuart, Elias Kingston as the ghost. Most times the bad guys ever talked and also interacted with the gang, which I thought was really fun. It wasn't just like Ghoulie, like, woo, leave this place. He did that once, but then the rest of the time he talked normally. Sounded exactly like Stuart, which I think pretty obvious too. Made it very fun and like made it more kind of like meshes well with like chemistry. And, like Shaggy immediately like improvising with Scooby, immediately throwing his voice. First time like he's a master impersonator and a voice thrower now. All kinds of skills. Everybody. Velma has a fingerprint kit, which we never heard of before, but now she has it. But that's pretty cool. It makes sense, and she's a junior detective essentially, so she would have something like that. So overall, very fun episode. Definitely brings forward the gang's levels, what we're looking for going forward throughout the show. Gonna keep it nice and short since I gotta edit these before I go up, like I mentioned, to help my brother move. So I'm going to try to do it every 2 to 3 days for Scooby-Doo episodes. So I'll see you in the next 2 to 3 days for the next episode of Scooby-Doo. I'm really, really excited to keep going forward. And hopefully, my current rate of return, we can start reacting to some more Scooby-Doo and reacting to some more stuff overall. So thank you everyone for watching, and have a great day.